We should be back. My whole stream broke, and then my audio broke when I relaunched it. So, a bit of technical difficulties there. And honestly, if we break again, or maybe I might give it another chance if it breaks one more time. But if it breaks too many more times, I'm pretty much just gonna give up for the night. But I don't really want it to break in the middle of me doing something. If it breaks in the middle of me actually telling stories and books and stuff, then I may have to come back to finish whatever I'm doing so I can have a full episode. Okay, audio sounds good, so we should be able to get started. So, ooh, hello everybody, this is RJ Epic here, and welcome to Journey of Wrestling. We are back from my AEW, I used to call it the course correcting run, but since I have uploaded to YouTube, I have decided to call it AEW Turning Tides. So this is, to my YouTube standards, this is actually episode 5 of Turn Tides. This is only my third stream, but I do launch streams so I can break it up into episodes, so that's what we're going to be attempting to do today. Hopefully it goes well. Last episode, we had booked Full Gear. We started the run booking Grand Slam because we needed to crown a new world champion after the post All Out debacle with the media scrum and fight that led to the suspensions of CM Punk and the Elite and a ton of backstage agents. So, um, we needed a new world champion, and I decided to crown the champion Bryan Danielson, who won a fatal four-way match between Jon Moxley, Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, and himself. And uh, we saw the Elite return. Uh, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, we saw them return at Full Gear. They returned surprisingly without a timetable, so it was a surprise return. After Death Triangle retained their trios titles against Hangman Adam Page and the Dark Order. So that is a big event we have to build on here. We also had Eddie Kingston confronting Eddie Kingston confronting MJF backstage. A little pushing and shoving was done, but it didn't get too far. We saw some people back there breaking it all up, so that was good. And we had plenty of other things happen, but we shall discuss them as we go along. As we can see at the end of the last episode, we have available now Scorpio Sky, Layla Hirsch, Thunder Rosa, and Santana. So that's lovely. I I think the soonest I'm gonna be using any of these talents will probably be possibly at Winter is Coming. I have a plan for one of them right away, and I have a plan. I have immediate plans for a couple of them, but immediate for me is still like a month or so. So we will see. Um, we are supposed to be apparently getting Kyle O'Reilly and Jeff Hardy back next month, which is interesting. Um, we'll have to see. Realistically, probably neither of those are. Well, Jeff Hardy could technically happen, I suppose, but Kyle O'Reilly, he just had neck surgery, so that's definitely wrong. But you know, it is what it is. Either way, let's get into some booking. Um, we do have some feuds that I decided not to end as a full gear because we don't want to blow off all feuds. We don't want just monthly feuds. So we actually have quite a few feuds still going realistically. Um, I also did have to bump a few matches from the full gear card because I didn't have enough space. So we haven't had a match between Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky Starks yet. Also haven't had the ROH World Title match between Diamante and Mercedes Martinez. And the Swerve Not Glory Acclaim feud's kind of on hold for now, as the Acclaim need to earn their way back to number one contendership in my eyes. So we are going to slowly start to build on that. In terms of where other feuds are, let's just go from bottom to top. We saw Trent Beretta beat Wheeler Yuta at the pay per view in what was probably a shock to some people. Um, my decision there was just the it's a little bit of subverting expectations, but also to get more out of this feud because, well, well, it could work as a great one and done. I think you give Trent a win to start, and then you can go for a rematch, and then Wheeler Yuta is probably gonna get the bookended match. Whether that's one more match or two more matches, we will have to wait to see. It might become a best of three situation. Depends how much I can get out of the feud because it's already halfway through its staleness meter. So, Swerve and Glory defended their AEW Tag Team titles at Full Gear over the weekend, and they did defeat Kings of the Black Throne. I decided to keep it going. I think we could get another really good match of these two teams, so we're gonna go into Winter's Coming with that. So we're gonna try to make Kings of the Black Throne an imposing presence against Swerve and Our Glory. Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker are feuding a bit of a blood feud, you could say. Um, these two are separating from one another, and Jamie Hayter is trying to um trying to go out on her own here. Britt Baker did beat her at Full Gear. Jamie Hayter and this feud is just not done yet though, so we will see where that leads. Chris Jericho and John Moxley had a match at Full Gear. They are fighting, as you can see, over the custody of Daniel Garcia. Chris Jericho did have to cheat to beat John Moxley in their match at Full Gear, and we know that Daniel Garcia um, doesn't really like if Jericho has to cheat to win. He thinks he should be able to rely on his wrestling ability. So we'll see if that plays any factors into the story going forward. Luchasaurus and Jack Perry are in a grudge feud here after Luchasaurus turned on Jack Perry at All Out. So Luchasaurus actually did beat Jack Perry at Full Gear with Christian distracting Jack Perry. So Luchasaurus did have a little help, but I'm sure Jack Perry is not done yet with Luchasaurus. Claudio Castagnoli, Claudio Castagnoli and Jay Lethal put on a hell of a match at Full Gear. Claudio defending the ROH World Championship. Jay Lethal, um, I think this feud's going to be on hold, but I want to come back to it. But I think for now it's going to be on hold, and I'm going to find something else for Claudio to do in the meantime. Might find something else for Jay Lethal to do in the meantime, but I think I want to come back to this one. And then Bryan Danielson, MJF, they had the interaction on the um, they had they have had one interaction so far, I believe. Um, so not really. This this is one that's gonna be a drawn out feud because MJF has his casino ladder chip for a title shot, and he is not cashing in on that title match yet. MJF is a smart guy. He's a conniving guy, and he's gonna play his cards right. Eddie Kingston and MJF started the Full Gear. Like I said, Eddie Kingston confronted MJF backstage. I'm sure something will come out of this on Dynamite. And then FTR and Motor City Machine Guns had a dream, first time dream match at Full Gear between just the two teams, where FTR did in fact successfully retain their ROH World Tag Team titles. So that is something of note too. Actually, our hottest feud so far at all. So let us get into looking at some stuff here. I think I do want to double check on something before I get into actually booking. Where is who am I looking for? I am looking for Mr. MJF, the devil himself. Good. That's perfect. That that is what I needed to see. That plays into my plans for what's upcoming. So that's what I was double checking. He's got the two feuds going. I have not booked him in a match yet. Kind of like real life at the moment, I'm using MJF a little sparingly in terms of in ring, but we will see if that lasts or not. So I have managed to make Claudio Castagnoli and Samoa Joe both main offenders. I believe neither of them were main offenders before this. Adam Page has taken a little bit of a bump down the ladder recently, but hopefully he'll come back with some momentum soon. So, yeah, I mean, we've got some stuff going. Anyways, let us go here. And we are going to start. We are going to start here. Start our episode of Dynamite off with the Elite. I think right now the Elite are neutral. I think for plans that I have coming up, we need to establish them as faces off their return. So we are gonna do a bit of an alignment check here, and they are going to build their honor slash turn face. So that's gonna start us off. They're gonna cut up a bit of a promo. They're gonna come out, get cheered. They're gonna cut up a bit of a promo that's gonna establish them as faces. I think we need them less neutral. Um, I like I do believe that I believe that neutrality in terms of alignment, I believe neutrality can be a great fin for certain talents. And the elite actually are arguably in that category where they can be good, they can do great fins with neutral alignment, but I want them more on one side of the fence with where I'm going with fins, as there's some big stuff in the future, and for me to get the most out of them, I think right now they need to be faces. So we'll see how that goes. And I also think in terms of alignment, for the most part, the people that I want neutral more than anything are probably the Blackpool Combat Club, because that whole faction is kind of, they play with the lines of face and heel a lot, and I kind of like that idea of that being part of their whole gimmick. So yeah. But anyways, that's gonna open our show. We are gonna book past that, of course, too. And we're actually gonna book the Elite in a match, I think, tonight too, to get us where we're going. So we are gonna book the Elite versus, where are we going? Um, will this be bad on alignment? Didn't do anything to alignment because technically they're still neutral. You know what? Just because it'll be a good match, hypothetically, we're gonna do the Elite versus the Best Friends. Oh, I didn't book it as a trios match. I'm an idiot. Okay, I gotta switch that. Sorry. We actually have to make it a trios match. And the Elite versus Best Friends. Boom. That's what I like. I think that's gonna be. I don't know if I want that as the main event. I actually had a different idea for the main event, so that we'll see. I'm gonna work with what I have going in my head, and then we'll sort it out. So I need to start an actual feud between the Elite and Death Triangle. Death Triangle are 3-0 so far. Pretty, pretty decent momentum going for them. They have won every single match they've been in. So we need to get a feud started between these two. The Elite obviously coming back after the Trios Championships they never lost. They were vacated off of them. So I think the appropriate way to start this feud off, since it's gonna be face versus face at this point, is we are gonna do a good old stare down here, and then we are gonna add a feud. Oh, hello everybody, this is RJ Epic here, and welcome to my AEW Turning Tides series. And this will be episode 5 on YouTube. I'm just doing an intro again, in case I decide not to use the first part of the stream with the last part, but we'll see. I think I'm gonna edit this together, so I'm just gonna move on with how I was doing. I'm not gonna go through everything again. But um, so far on our post Full Gear Dynamite, we have booked addressing the Elite's return at Full Gear, and we want them to open the show by turning face fully, and then I am booking them in a match against the Best Friends, which should be a fun one, and then we are doing a stare down between the Elite and Death Triangle to start the feud. So, we got some stuff started here. Let us move on. I've been having technical difficulties tonight, and I and I'm having fun. So, we want to build on our Eddie Kingston MJF story, and let us do that. So, on this episode of Dynamite, what a better way to start than what a better way to start it off with than we're gonna do where and I want to do this because the reason the Elite aren't gonna be in the main event is I want Eddie Kingston to have a match in the main event here. And where is my guy? Eddie Kingston. There you are. Who are you going to face tonight in the main event? I need a strong heel for you to face. You know what? Because I think this match would be awesome. We're going to do Eddie Kingston and Andrade Alito. Get up there. That's going to be an awesome match, hopefully. Might gain us some decent momentum. Now we need some fill in for the rest of the card. I one champion that didn't get booked on Full Gear that was a bit of an oversight was Wardlow. I need to book Wardlow, and we need to find him somebody to feud with, and I have been dwelling over this one in my mind, and I think I have found who I want him to fight. So, first off, we're going to have him defend the title tonight in a bit of an open challenge situation. So, saying that, we will give him. Who do I want him to face? Hmm. QT Marshall sounds like a fine choice. I think we're just gonna have this stretch stay in the open is what we're gonna do. So the person I have in mind to face Wardlow right now is gonna be Ethan Page, and this is gonna play into and this is gonna play into a an overarching story in AEW as we have the Hathaway Enterprises faction, and we are going to start having the people from the Hathaway Enterprises faction start to go after Wardlow and the TNT title. Um, we know already that Stokely and MJF have some connection, so there's a little bit of there's some seeds laid there to where that connection can kind of lead Stokely to go after Wardlow some. Now MJF and Stokely aren't tied together within the faction, but it makes sense, I think, for Wardlow to be targeted. Also, Stokely just wants his guys to make an impact, and for one of them to take the TNT title would be a good start. So we're gonna start just that. And I have both selected right, yes. So what's going to happen is we are going to do an after-match attack. Wardlow is going to defend his title here. Add a feud to this. Let's see. Um, this feud's about disrespect because the halfway enterprises are kind of problem. We have quite a few different managers here. There's a couple that I don't even know if I need on my roster, to be honest. We're gonna have Stokely actually. Oh, Stokely's hot too. Look at this. Could technically. Wow. He's okay. He is managed, and of course, in his group are W. Morrissey, Lee Moriarty, the Guns, and Ethan Page. And we're gonna have Stokely come out and cut a promo. And he's gonna. This is gonna happen after Ethan Page's attack, and he's gonna cut a promo hyping up Ethan Page. We want Ethan Page to start coming across as a bigger deal. Now, he is, in my opinion, a guy that should be used a little better in AEW. So we're gonna try to do that some here. We gonna give him some legs to stand on, maybe at least for a little bit. Besides that, we want another solid match on this card. Do we have anything where we can build around a feud, maybe? Um, let's see. Or we'll get Powerhouse Hobbs on the card here, and he will face Dante Martin. There was a good match in real life a couple times. We're gonna do that. I know it's a bit of repeating off of real life with that one, but I want because the match got bumped off a full year. Kind of I want to kind of play that into a story here. So I'll explain that when we get to playing through the card. But we're gonna have these two fight, and then we have one more segment available. Do we really? We could start the night off with some action if we want it. We could. We don't have to necessarily use all the segments either. I could just book another match too, or we can see what's in these and oh, we should do a recap package to open the show realistically. Um, and we should probably have it focusing on the return of the elite. We're trying to get the elite over with the show really a lot. So we want to kind of focus on that here, especially for this like first third of the show. So we have our dynamite booked. There's plenty of other angles I probably would have liked to work on here as well, but there's some important ones we really gotta start and establish with this. So I feel pretty comfortable with this card. And let us move on to playing through the Dynamite. We get a recap package. It spotlights how the Elite surprisingly returned at full gear after the Death Triangle's title defense against Hangman and Dark Order. So, fantastic package to open the show. And the show opens up. We hear the Elite's different music hit. We hear the Super Kick Party hit, and then we have Omega come out. And they cut a pretty impassioned promo saying it was not right that they got stripped of their trios titles. They were essentially, they may have gotten stripped of that Wednesday, but they were essentially only champions for a night. They didn't even get to come out here and celebrate with the people, but they want to change that. They want to celebrate with the people, and they want their titles back. So, Death Triangle, watch your backs, keep an eye out, because we're coming for those straps, and are the, we're gonna show once more once again and always, but we are the Elite, and we are the best trio tag team in the world. So, pretty good promo. Not, I mean, I'm not saying my promo was good, but they would cut a pretty good promo. And then we move right into a match. Best friends come right out and they have a match. And the Elite are going over. We're establishing the Elite once again. So, there we go. Now, after the Elite beat Best Friends, Death Triangles, we have the music hit for Death Triangle. And the two trios come face to face. I picture Death Triangle holding their titles up and Pac kind of leaning and being like, "Well, you boys were gone. We have been holding down the fort. We are the trio's champions. Come and get them." So, realistically, either team could win this feud. You would want to see either team win this feud. It's a face to face contest. I'm not going to give away, I'm going to try not to fully give away where stuff's going, but I'm excited to book this feud. Now, up next, we have a TNT title open challenge. Wardlow facing QT Marshall. Wardlow does indeed retain, building Wardlow up. Uh, building Wardlow is one of my pet projects for this build. I want to try to get his momentum back, and I want to fix his lack of intrigue and interest in what's going on with him at the moment. So slow, small steps to get us there. I want Wardlow is gonna be a top guy. So after the match, holy shit, Ethan Page out of nowhere, he's attacked Wardlow from behind. He knocks him down hard. He uh he just pounds on him on the mat. Um, and realistically, if I can kayfabe it a little bit, I would be saying that Stokely Enterprises, like all of them, have jumped Wardlow here, but just Ethan Page is like the main one in on the fray, and like maybe W Morrissey wouldn't be there because he would overtake the spotlight, or he is there and he's just kind of mostly standing around. Maybe he gives Wardlow a big boot just to knock him down, but either way, Ethan Page is the guy trying to get the spotlight here, which is established especially in the promo that Stokely cuts here on Ethan Page. He says this company has had such a talented guy in Ethan Page, and Ethan Page needs a title. Ethan Page is going to have a title. Stokely Enterprises is going to have a title. Wardlow, we want your title. We want the TNT title because we are the faces of this network, bitch. Stokely cutting a hell of a promo for Ethan. Page getting him over some. Stokely getting some XP there too. Next up, Powerhouse Hobbs versus Dante Martin. Powerhouse Hobbs goes over. Pretty good matchup here. That's what we need. Powerhouse Hobbs is the embodiment of willpower. But after the match, Ricky Starks come out and the two former best friends fight. The two former teammates of Team Taz. They just fight, and I'm sure we'll see more of these two. They still haven't actually, uh, they still haven't actually gotten in the ring yet. So, and in our main event, we have Eddie Kingston versus Andrade El Idolo, and what I suspect will be a hell of a matchup. And this one probably should go at least 20 minutes, but we see Eddie Kingston going over in the end. And after this match, oh, MJF comes out. He's attacked. He has attacked Eddie Kingston. They are fighting some. MJF does get the upper hand. I imagine MJF probably takes Eddie Kingston to Dick Kick City. And MJF just starts pounding on Eddie. Eddie might get some blood, and we see MJF standing over a beating Eddie Kingston on the mat, and he grabs Eddie by his like half torn shirt or whatever, and he's like, Kingston, you want to mess with me? Do you forget who I am? I'm the devil. You mess with the devil, you get burned. Kingston. So MJF makes a statement to end Dynamite off. Let's see what's going on here. TNT title lost prestige. So it's good that we have a positive here, but we didn't actually gain off it, so kind of still not great. The Elite turned face, of course, but that was the whole point of the first like third of the show. Dante Martin went down to content from happy. Ethan Page is starting to get over, which was like the whole one of the secondary goals of the show was we were going to try to start to get him over, and it worked here. And the disrespect feud between Eddie Kingston and MJF did indeed become hot. If you couldn't tell um, from the hype before, so the chances to have hot matches and segments have been boosted, and the per participants hotness has increased by 5% each. Um, while the trios feud is important, and of course we are gonna get somebody for Bryan Danielson to fight. I could argue, right now our most important feud is actually MJF and Eddie Kingston, which might seem weird since it's not for a title or anything, but this is an important feud in the grand scheme of things. So we still lost some fans, but not many. We are starting to turn things around for us. I could see us soon finally getting a positive, and gain some fans. I'm hoping we get there. So we're moving on to Rampage now. This could be actually a pretty big episode of Rampage, realistically, depending on what I have going on here. So let's see. I do believe I do need to find somebody for Bryan Danielson to face at Winter's Coming. I think I actually know who I'm gonna go with, and it might seem like a weird choice. I also think I want to actually have a number one contender crowned. So, um, I don't even know um, where the person I'm looking for is. I'm kind of gonna search him here. Wait, wow, he's down. Sammy Guevara is down on the list. Um, yeah. No, Sammy is going to fight somebody here. Who is he gonna fight? Um, you know, I'm just gonna do Sammy Guevara versus Konosuke Takeshita. Konosuke's back in the States, which actually at this point he is supposed to be as of October back in the States, so this might be realistic. But we're gonna book this, and it's gonna be a way to get us a number one contender. Because Danielson, I'm sure would love to face Konosuke. Brian actually, I'm gonna have Brian cut a face promo here. Oh, he's neutral. Um, hmm. Can you make? You can't. They need to have face alignment. Um, I guess I'll have to do this then in different promo. He's gonna cut a promo, kind of trying to fire the locker room up a bit. He says he needs competition. He thrives on competition. So we're gonna do this, and then I need Sammy's further down the card than I thought he'd be realistically. Um, you know what? This isn't really technically a number one contenders match, but it's gonna get us where we need to go. Um, I want. What am I doing? Oh, I got lost in what I was doing. Bryan Danielson, who's actually a top guy, like fully our top guy in terms of popularity. Look at that. Incredible. Um, we are gonna have Sammy demand a title match. This is an actual number one contenders match, but Bryan's gonna cut his promo. We're gonna have the match, and then we're gonna have Sammy demand a title shot, and we're gonna add a feud. Um, New challenger, and that works for me. Now, what else do we need to do on this show? Um, we we're gonna have MJF. MJF's gonna cut a promo on Eddie Kingston. We need the momentum to keep going there. Feud is really hot. How hot is this feud? I know it's our top feud now. We've got 8 staleness to work with. Holy shit, that's really good. We're gonna do that. I'm probably just gonna do some filler match before MJF comes out. So we just want kind of somebody to go over, or somebody to get a win who needs a win. Athena could probably use a win, quite honestly. And to get a win, we can have Athena versus Emi Sakura. Why not? Screw it. There we go. And then what else do we want to book on this show? All our tag titles have stuff going, which is good. I think what would be a good idea would be getting some momentum back for the acclaimed. The acclaimed. Oh, no, 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 no. Gonna be acclaimed. Okay. Tony Nese and Josh Woods versus the acclaimed sounds pretty good to me. Okay. Ooh, do do do. Now, my question to myself is, do I want the acclaimed to feud with anybody in the meantime? Realistically. You know, let's do it. The acclaimed versus Butcher and Blade could be fun. Um, Acclaim's gonna cut a promo after the match, and that's when Butcher and Blade attack. Screw it. Screw it. It's gonna be a short-term feud, but we're gonna use it. Um, it's gonna be a disrespect one as well. So we're gonna go with that. Wasn't planning to do that, to be quite honest. Where else do we need to go from here? Um, Swerve Strickland. Brody King versus Swerve Strickland. And the gimmick there is going to be if Brody can beat Swerve, then Swerve has said they'll get another title shot. In fact, I'm going to do this, and we're going to do. Swerve's going to get some heat. Because Swerve has. He's turned, but he's not really turned. Like, he's a heel, yes, but thinks he's the good guy, and he still acts like a good guy some. But what am I doing? I want. This is where I'm going, and I want. Um. Let's see. I guess that's not going to be our main event. What should be our main event, though? What if we focus on the woman again? We're going to have Britt face off with. Britt is going to face. Who is a. I was just going to say I need a face. And I think Willow Nightingale. This works for me. This works for me. Willow Nightingale going to face Britt. And then. Where is it? Right here. Jamie Hayter and Britt need to continue their feud. They're not done yet. And we're gonna have Jamie come out and save Willow. Here we go. Okay. This should be an interesting card. Bryan Danielson is out in the ring to start Rampage. Bryan is saying, he's like, I don't really, like, sure, he's like, there's a lot of guys in this business that I would love to face. Not all of them in AEW, but plenty are. I thrive on competition, and I need you guys to step up and try to take this title from me. Of course, you're gonna fail because I'm the American Dragon. I have the heart of a dragon, and I am I am the champion for a reason. But one of you guys, somebody back there, step up, come face me. Don't attack me from behind like a coward. Challenge me properly. Give me your best. We then go into Konosuke Takeshida's return to AEW proper. He was on the ROH Weekly show before Full Gear. So Konosuke is back and he's facing Sammy Guevara. Sammy Guevara does get the win. A win kind of needed for a bit of momentum for Guevara. As of late, he's needed it. So he's going to get it here. Sammy beats Konosuke, and then after that, he grabs a mic and he challenges Bryan Danielson. He says, Bryan, you want a competition? Well, I'm right here, damn it. Stop overlooking me like other people. You know I have what it takes. This, you know, I am the guy who has learned the most from Chris Jericho in this company. And Jericho may be busy with your buddy, but I'm free to tango. You and me, Bryan, let's do this. Bryan Danielson kind of just shrugs and walks away. Emi sacrifices Athena next. Athena gets a solid win here, trying to just build Athena up a bit. And yeah, I actually need to get women's feuds going for every women's title besides the ROH title. But uh, after that last match, MJF is out here to speak. He's like, now normally I'm not on this shitty B show, but I have some shit to say. Eddie Kingston, you want to confront me backstage at Full Gear like you're a big man? Well, you sure are an idiot, aren't you? You were already suspended. You were already suspended in August for this type of behavior, and you want to try it on me? Like I said to you when the win on Wednesday, do you know who I am? I feel like I have said it enough recently. I am the devil himself. You want to tangle with the devil, Kingston? Well, you're bound to get burned. You're lucky that you're lucky I don't have my full attention on that title, or else I wouldn't even be giving you the time of day. Kingston, you're not even on my level and you never will be. While I should already be champion in this dump, you will never be a world champion. You haven't even won the TNT championship when given the chance. Kingston, you and me, you keep messing with me, you keep pushing me, you and me, we might just have to sort our differences right in this ring. Unless, of course, you don't think you can tangle with the devil. We move on to a tag team matchup. The Acclaimed. No, 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 no. Listen. The Acclaimed, I'm sure, cuts a hell of a promo. Max Caster dropping some sick rhymes, probably. Um, Tony Nese, how long you been here? Last I saw you, you were. Last I knew, you were a cruiserweight. What happened to a live shutdown? I don't know. I can't rhyme, for God's sakes, but I'm sure he has some sick fucking rhymes for him. But the Acclaimed are going to go over Tony Nese and Josh Woods, because, yeah, why wouldn't they? But after the match, and I bet the Acclaimed kind of celebrate the win, they go and pick up mics again, blah, blah, blah. And Bones is like, scissor me, daddy ass! And while they're scissoring, they butcher in the blade attack. While they're scissoring. How rude. So yes, this will set up a little feud. I'm probably gonna make this a one and done type deal where they have a match at Winter is Coming. So yeah. Swerve Strickland's out in the ring for a promo. This is a night filled with promos. Swerve getting himself over a bit. He shits on the he shits on the city a bit, but he's like, nah, nah, guys, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I'm a good guy. Trust me. I'm just joking. He's like, I. One thing I'm not joking about though is why all these teams keep trying to get rematches after we beat them. Kings of the Black Throne, you want a match, a rematch, when you already lost? You guys talking backstage about a rematch? Well, there's one way I will be willing to give you guys a rematch. And for that to happen, one of you is going to have to step up tonight and beat me. So, that's exactly what happens. Brody King steps up, and Brody King actually does beat half the tag team champions, Swerve Strickland, which, to Swerve's word, should give Kings of the Black Throne another title match, supposedly. And in our main event, we have Willow Nightingale facing Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Britt Baker does go over. Good to give Willow a spotlight in the main event, though. So, Britt wins with the lockjaw. And then Jamie Hayter, Britt Baker, and Rebel they attack Willow after the match, and Jamie Hayter ends up coming out to save Willow and stop Britt's attack. So good stuff. And that ends our episode of AEW Rampage. Let's see what's let's see what updates we have. We lost Prestige by 1 point. Oh, that sucks. Got feud stuff going on. Started a couple new feuds, of course, and then MJF put on a hot segment. MJF's overness is 98% right now. Um, his overness increased by 4 from that, and a lot of viewers tuned in to watch. So that was a good thing we put that on the show, or else our show might have been worse. Pretty much a 4-star show. Pretty good looking stuff. The best thing on the show was actually when the Butcher and the Blade attacked. In terms of stars, it was when Butcher and Blade attacked acclaimed. But in terms of actual performance, it was kind of MJF that carried the ship here. So yeah. Anyways, see how it performed. That's actually not too bad. We only lost not quite 3K fans, so that's not really that awful. I mean, realistically, Rampage ain't getting this viewership. Dynamite ain't even getting that viewership. So yeah. And we move on to the ROH Weekly Show. We got some stuff happening here. I don't know what we necessarily have happening here, but some stuff. Um, what do I want to book on this show? You know what? Match so nice, you gotta run it back right away. Gotta do it twice. Match so nice, you gotta do it twice. We're gonna have Motor City Machine Guns and FTR main event tonight. It is not gonna be for the title because Motor City Machine Guns gotta earn a title shot. And naturally, this is an eliminator match, is what this is gonna be. And then we'll open the show with them too. We're gonna have a promo battle between the two teams. Besides that, I might Diamante gonna get some action in here. She is number one contender, but we'll try the well. If I don't think there'll be space on the Winter's Coming card for that ROH Women's Championship match, then I'll probably do it on the episode before. But for now, we're gonna try to draw it out. We're gonna do something between the two. Um, actually, we can kayfabe it that the title match wasn't set yet, so we'll do that. But Diamante's gonna demand a title shot. She has a couple wins under her belt and some momentum going for her. So this is what we'll do. Um, Next up, a trios match. Dalton Castle and the boys are gonna face the Wingman. The Wingman. Oh, screw it. Whatever. Whatever. And the embassy will make their mark. They've already attacked them once, but they'll do it again. Damn it. They will keep attacking Dalton and the boys until they get their goddamn World Six-Man title match. Okay. What else do we want on this show? What other ROH feuds do I have going? I could I could book this on ROH. I would be willing to do that. I'm trying to have a little bit of a brand split, well not really at the same time, but it's kind of difficult. Um I I might keep this going. I might just keep this going. I think I'm gonna do that. We're just gonna run it right back. I was gonna put it on hold, as I said at the beginning, assuming I still kept that in. But I think we're gonna do it. Just run it back. So Jay Lethal is gonna get a win over somebody. Who it's gonna be, I'm not sure. I kind of want a really good match here, so I'm trying to find somebody that I can. Oh, the Briscoes are hot. That's good to know. I should probably use them soon. I forget who I had beat Matt Hardy before. I don't want to run the risk of doing a rematch if it was Jay. I'm gonna do Lethal versus Cassidy because that should just be a really good match. And Orange Cassidy working ROH is not the craziest thing, so let's just do that. And then Lethal, Lethal is gonna smack talk Claudio. I do believe. Let's do that. A Joe needs somebody to fight. Who is Joe gonna fight? Joe is a face, right? Yes. Maybe Joe should fight somebody and then something happen. Let's see. Let's us see. Where are we going here? Rohit Raju. Why not? Let's do it. Fuck it, right? Let's fucking do it. That could be a good enough match. Rohit Raju. And who is gonna try to make a statement off of Samoa Joe? Who is gonna try to make a statement off Samoa Joe? Who is gonna do it? Who is gonna do it? Sanjay Dutt. Am I gonna do it? We have him available and he's a part timer. Am I gonna do it? Am I gonna? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Screw it. Sanjay Dutt. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. He's gonna attack Joe after the match. Let's fucking go. This I I had an idea to use up Sanjay Dutt in my head. This was not it, but this works because Joe had been feuding with Lethal and Company before. So we're gonna kind of ignite that a little bit, and Sanjay Dutt's gonna he's essentially retired in real life or is retired technically. So this is gonna be interesting. There's no retirement feud type thing. Oh, there is. A challenger puts their career, excuse me, a challenger puts their career on the line in order to be the champion. Sure. This is going to become a Sanjay Dutt's retirement. This will become his retirement angle. I'm fine with that. There is a few people that we need to work out for their appearances, so that works for me. That works for me, brother. And we have one more segment available, which is going to be maybe I'll just do a match. Ari the Fairy gonna get a win for Ari the Fairy. Get the Trustbusters on TV a bit. That's gonna open the show. Screw it. Open the show in terms of matches. And card is booked, and let's play. The show opens up. We have a promo battle between the Motor City Machine Guns and FTR. Motor City Machine Guns start talking about getting another chance at those ROH Tag Team Championships. And FTR is like, whoa, 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 wait. We beat you guys on Sunday. Why should we give you another match? You know what? You guys want to fight with us again? We'll give you a fight. It's just, we'll even fight you tonight. We're just not putting the titles on the line. But, if you two beat us, then we'll put our titles on the line again because you'll have earned it. Get for us tonight, you can have another title match at Winter's Coming. Cheeseburger versus Ari the Fairy. Ari the Fairy wins, getting some momentum for him and the Trustbusters. Yuka Sakasaki versus Diamante. Diamante going over here. You might be questioning why I'm using Diamante semi-strongly here at the start of this run. Because I just wanted to build somebody for Mercedes Martinez to face, and she was who I landed on. But Diamante is a pretty good talent, so I don't mind her being the person I push. Diamante. Okay, good. The feud actually did go up there, so that's fine. Diamante calls Mercedes Martinez to reign and demands a title shot. Will the title match happen? We'll see. Dalton Castle and the boys versus the Wingman. And Dalton Castle and the boys defend those ROH six-man tag team titles. Boom. Titles retained. And after the match, the embassy makes their presence known again and once more attacks Dalton Castle and the boys. These two trios have got to come face to face at some point, and it's gotta be semi soon. Rohit Raju for Samoa Joe for the ROH World Television Championship. Samoa Joe beats Rohit Raju. Indifferent crowd that hurt us there. I don't see this episode going too well, but as okay. Sanjay Dutt, though, makes his presence known after the match. The player from the Himalaya attacks Samoa Joe. Oh, I forgot I had already done an aftermatch attack with them. Well, I mean, it got the feud going, did get hype up. It was 100% effective. It just got stars knocked off it because it was already held. That was a mistake on my end. Oh well, I'll have to live with it. That's okay. Orange Cassidy versus Jay Lethal. Jay Lethal here, gonna get the win in what I assume. Well, it was a really good match, but I kind of almost expected better. But Jay Lethal goes over, and then he smack talks Claudio, saying, "Claudio, you may have gotten the win at Full Gear, but I am the franchise. I am the face. I've been the face of ROH for years, and I am gonna become the face again when I take that title from you." And then in our main event, we have the Motor City Machine Guns versus FTR, who are the ROH World Champions. But this is not for the titles, and this is an Eliminator match. And because I also kind of need to get some momentum back on Motor City Machine Guns side, I am actually gonna give my boys FTR a loss here, and Motor City Machine Guns are going over. Which really good matchup. I was kind of hoping it'd give more hype for it, but oh well. And that's gonna be how the night ends. The Motor City Machine Guns have earned another title match. Let's see if there's a. I didn't even. I did not even realize that somebody got injured in that trios match. God damn it. God damn it, dude. We lost 2 points on the reputation. Women's championship we got some wrap up, so that's good at least. TV title lost some. Probably because it's an upper mid card title, I'm guessing. Yeah, the challenger. Yeah, okay. Fuck, dude. What's injury revenge feud increased the hype of the new challenger feud between the Wingman and Dalton Castle and the boys? What? Those two don't have a feud. What? Whatever. A feud started with Mojo Sunday. John Sanjay Dutt did pretty well. Jay Lethal's starting to get over, so that's good. I want him over, so. And then Peter Avalon suffered a severe injury, which wasn't helped because of his age. That sucks. Let's go check on Peter Avalon, see how he's doing. We lost quite a few fans there, honestly. That's not great for us. It's not also not great that our wages is at the head of Friday Night SmackDown. Oh shit. Okay. Let's go see how's Avalon doing. Peter Avalon's injury was diagnosed as a torn quad. He should be able to return in 13 months. Well, fuck. Peter Avalon, buddy, you're pretty much done in this company. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm sorry, buddy. I could try to rehab him. I could try to rehab him. Maybe I should be nice and try to rehab him, even if it's just so I can get him back faster, even if I want to fire him or something. I don't know. Um, is there anybody else I would like to rehab over him instead of him? I don't think so. I don't think so. So we'll go. I. It's not that I want Peter Avalon back or anything, but I feel like I should be nice and rehab him. Plus, I've never tried this feature, so I kind of want to try it. Worst comes to worst, I take him. I take the doctor off him. Realistically, that's what I would do if need be. But there we go. Um, and now I'm just gonna, yeah.